I vowed at the beginning of the year that I was making everything on the channel fast. Today, we get started on this Dodge Challenger RT. I have a lot of parts. We're getting ready to get these installed, and we're going back out to try to do another draggy test. Stay tuned to see what we got for it. God is everything. Without God, nothing. All right, man, so let's talk about what we're about to get into. Now, I took my Dodge Challenger out the last time, and my best 0-60 time, 0-260 time was 6 point something. I'll drop the clip right here for y'all. All right, so if you just saw that, man, I don't know. I've never taken this car to the track. I've never done a draggy test with it. But this year, man, I got some bigger plans for the channel. But what I'm finna do now is I have all new coil packs, all new spark plugs, intake gaskets because my intake gasket is leaking, and I don't know, maybe that's a loss of power, but for some reason I feel like the car at one point in time was faster. This car has 85,000 miles on it, and I've never put spark plugs in it. So yeah, man, we finna plugs, coils, and intake gaskets, and then we going at the end. I'm going to do a draggy test to see if I can beat my other time. So let's do it. Let's do a quick part, I guess you can say part assessment. Right here I have the Power Fire coil packs from Summit. I got these from Summit Racing. And they are gonna look awesome under this hood. Orange, really cool looking. Has some good reviews on them. So these should be good even once I start making some power. But to be transparent, I never even had issues with the old ones, so I'm gonna box the old ones up and put them in the shop. Never had issues with them, but that's the coils. And I just got Fail Pro intake gaskets from Advanced Auto Parts. And the spark plugs, I have NGK, I don't know, like NGK IR. So yeah, man, let's get to breaking this thing down. Wait, I forgot something. I forgot about the sponsor of the video. Y'all ready for it? Hear me, guys. Let me talk to y'all real quick. This part that I have takes your crappy, boring engine bay to awesome. Let me show you what we got. So ask yourself, why does this engine bay look so boring? It has nothing cool up under the hood. Boom. I know that just gave y'all a facelift right there. These valve covers from Flat Shark give your Hemi a nice look under the hood. Doesn't have these plastic valve covers, gives you a nice chrome valve covers. Nice, very nice valve covers. And they give you all the hardware, all new gaskets, everything, man. Go check these out. I'm gonna link these down below, but we will be installing these just to give my Hemi a fast look. May not be fast yet, but it look fast. All right, guys, so that will be periodical check-ins, but I really just want to get this done. I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent with you guys. I love recording videos, but when I get to working, I just like to work. So I'm gonna make some progress, get the intake pulled, just get everything clear, harnesses cleared and stuff like that, and then I'll check back in with y'all for an update, man. So let's get this done, man, so we can go do this draggy test. right, guys, so here's your check-in. Got the intake pulled, cleaned up the spots where the intake sits back on the heads. Got just the spots where they sit on the head cleaned up at. Honestly wanted to clean up all in here, but it's gonna be really hard to really get it really clean in here. So I did the best I could. Hopefully that looks pretty good to y'all. But yeah, so now we finna go ahead and pull the valve covers off, or go ahead and pull these out, and then I'm gonna change the spark plugs out real quick. I'm not gonna put the intake back on yet. I think it'll be fine. I may take some rags and cover these ports up, but this just cleared out so much space. I just want to leave it off for now so I can get this so I can get these valve covers swapped out and spark plugs and stuff swapped out. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put y'all back on the time lapse again. I'm sorry y'all, but I'm just trying to get it done so we can, like I said, so we can get to the fun stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and what's the name, and then I'll be back with y'all, man. All right, guys, real quick check-in, and then I'm getting back to work. All right, so there's the intake. As y'all can see, these gaskets needed to be changed bad. They are completely flat. Also discovered I need to change the O-ring on this baby, because this O-ring is stretched and it was just literally just sitting in the, glad it didn't get sucked into the engine. I don't know how long that's been like that. Coil packs are out. Got one of my spark plugs out, and these babies were focus. Let's see. And these babies were worn out, if you can see that. It was worn out. So did have NGK R's in it, but I got some slightly better. So nothing to really see here. Once I get to the valve covers, I'll check out back in. We'll pop these off. We'll look at the rockers and different stuff inside these Hemi heads. I've never seen the inside of a Hemi head in person. So I'm gonna bring y'all back in, and we are going to yeah, see what everything is looking like. Make sure everything good. We're gonna pop the new valve covers on, new coils on, new wires, everything. I mean, not wires, but new spark plugs, and put everything back together. We're gonna go do a draggy test, man. Y'all stay there, y'all hanging out with me. All right, guys, quick tip. Always check your spark plug with one of these spark plug gap checker tools. I know it ain't focusing. But anyway, it's a little tool, look like a coin. Some people put them on their keys. All you do is take it, put it on your spark plug thing, and whatever you need. It has 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, all the way to 80,000. And all you do is slide that baby around, slide it, open that gap up until what you need, and you good to go. Real quick tip, I'm checking all mine and getting ready to pull the valve cover in just a second, man. Y'all hang in there. All right, guys, here we go. Valve cover is getting ready to come off. I know these bolts at the bottom probably gonna be a little hard to get to, but we'll see what we can get done. Got that one. Might can get another one. Let's see. I can't get that one. Can't get none of these at the bottom right now. Not with this anyway. Let's see if I can use this ratchet to get down in there with this flexible head. And I think we're gonna be able to get the rest on with this baby. I gotta get me another one of these ratchets, man. This joke has been good to me, man. But I broke the little lever to go from loosen and tighten. Broke that baby. Ooh, these bottoms finna be some work, boy, because I gotta do them by hand. Alright, man. I ain't finna sit here and record all of this, cause this finna be some time right here, baby. This finna take some time. I can tell y'all right now. This finna take some time, baby. Yeah, man. Give me a few more minutes, guys, and I'll be checking right back in with y'all. I just need to get these last two bolts loosened up. Hopefully the other side isn't as bad. I don't know for sure, but fingers crossed. This valve cover is ready to come off. Here's the old valve cover. Here's the new valve cover. So y'all tell me which one looks better. The nice pretty chrome one or the old one? Y'all let me know. I'm going with the chrome. The chrome is a little bit taller, so I'm guessing if you run some kind of high lift cam, you're already good to go. Alright, let's get this one out the way. Let's get this new one dressed with the seals and all that in it. Let's get all the seals and stuff on and get all the bolts in it, and we finna stick this new one on. Alright guys, here's a nice close-up. All of the rocker arms look good and nice. Nothing loose. Nothing crazy. No crazy noises. Nothing. Everything looks good here. Let's clean up the surfaces for the valve covers. And I'm gonna pop this new one on. I'm gonna let y'all see me do that. And then like I said, I'm finna jump on this side and get to work. And I'll check back in with y'all once we got most of the stuff buttoned back up. Real quick, transparent moment. If you aren't experienced, and this is for those valve covers. If you aren't experienced, if you haven't really messed with anything like this, or if you don't have the means to, I don't know, just a bunch of different tools, different swivels, different tools to do different things, and those valve covers, they are a bit of a job. I gotta be honest, because you know how wide these Hemi engines are. Those sides get really tight, so I want to be clear about that. But it is all done. I'm gonna show y'all what we got first. We're gonna fire this baby up. I have not fired it up. I don't know. All I did was a tune up and you know, that stuff like that. So like I said, I'm gonna show y'all how it looks. Definitely gave it a facelift in here. So yeah, let me get y'all in here so y'all can see. All right guys, so y'all can see your boy losing daylight out here. This took me some time, but as y'all can see, those chrome valve covers definitely look good up under there. Gives the shop a whole nother look. This is just phase one to making upgrades on this car. Intake is back on, new gaskets, everything. I got to pressure wash this engine to get rid of the old oil spots that was on there and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and get the fire up. Yeah, let's get the fire up. All right guys, so I really don't know what to expect because I did have to take the fuel line off. So hopefully I got everything plugged up and like it's supposed to be. Let me get this out the way. Let's go to neutral. Make sure we ain't got no leaks real quick. No fuel leaks. All right, let's go ahead and see what this baby does. I might prime the fuel pump up one more time. Let's see what we got. sounding really good. Let's let this baby get warmed up and then we're gonna talk. So because it has gotten so late and so cold, it's pretty chilly out here. I gotta get my jacket. It will be this video, but we're gonna do the dragging test on tomorrow. So gotten dark, we're gonna do it tomorrow before I gotta go into work. So yeah, till tomorrow. All right guys, back out here for the next day. Hold on, I got y'all a little bright. We're darkening y'all down some, man. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what that look like. Hold on, oh my, hold on, y'all. I done brighten y'all even brighter, cuz I'm tripping. I think that's good enough. Come on, camera, do right now. You making me look bad. There we go. Darken y'all down, not brighten y'all up. Alright, so here we go. This is what we're looking like. I know I kind of showed y'all this yesterday, but now that I'm refreshed, fresh day, let me tell y'all exactly why I said this was a work. As you can see, there's literally just enough room to get your hand down in that crack. So it is really hard on this side. This side may be harder than this side, but if you take this out and take your air box completely out, this side will be a lot easier. And then it's a bolt holding these lines. Take that bolt out, you can kind of finesse those lines a little bit. That side is hard, but not even close to as hard as this side is. The taller valve covers make it just a little difficult, but I personally think it's worth it if you got the time. Just make sure you got a couple hours, you ain't got nothing to do, you know, you should be good. But yeah, it looks fantastic in there, dude. I'm very happy with it. If I had to do it again, I would probably make some better arrangements, maybe consider, you know, taking loose engine mounts or something so I can lift the engine up some or something. I don't know, but yeah, I would definitely do it again. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Oh boy. All right guys, we're in the Challenger. The Challenger is warmed up. I think the temperature may be a little bit colder than what it was when I did the other one. I think the Dragon said it was about 55 out there. So I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be any faster, honestly. But if it is, we'll have to look at the temperature difference and see, was it related to temperature. And honestly, I'm kind of new to all this performance stuff, so I don't know how much faster a car can be when it's cold or hot or whatever. So I'm not sure, but we're gonna do two tests. We're gonna do one with traction control on, the other with traction control off. We're gonna do a burnout, probably both times, honestly. And the next thing we're probably gonna be doing is going to a better Nitto tire. I got a Nitto on here, but we're probably gonna be going to a better Nitto tire, like the 555s, NT 555s or something. Probably gonna be going to those. But yeah, we're gonna go out and get this done. I already got the draggy ready to go. I don't know where the draggy at. I don't have anywhere metal to put this thing, so it's normally just try. I like to have it up, but just no, there's no metal on these newer cars. So anyway, let's go get this done. I can honestly say I don't know if it's this new the spark plugs were wore out. I don't know if it's the spark plugs or the new coil packs, but it does feel a bit more responsive as far as the throttle. When I'm in the throttle, it feels a bit more responsive. The engine idles more cleaner, and that could just be spark plugs, because I mean the spark plugs were gone. I should have ran the test both ways. I should have put the old coil packs on and then changed the coil packs out only to see what difference it made. But from what I understand, coil packs aren't worth that much of a difference, so I just threw them in, and I wasn't worried about it. So headed to Mexico. Disclaimer: we are in Mexico. I don't know how I get from Georgia to Mexico that fast, but y'all don't worry about that. Y'all, you dive into, if you try to figure out how I got from Georgia to Mexico that fast, you worry about the wrong thing. So we're gonna do quarter-mile runs both times, and we're gonna compare the other runs I did a while back to the runs that I'm doing now. So hopefully, hopefully it's faster. I mean, that would be nice, because I wasn't happy with those 6.something 0 to 60 times, and I think it ran like an 8-second 8th mile or something. I can't remember what it did. I can't remember if it did an 8 or a 9. I wasn't too happy with that. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so let's get this baby turned around. I would do the first run with the traction control on. I just turn the traction control off so I can do a burnout. Burnout shouting. Alright. We're getting the draggy started. Fix the camera on the dragger real quick. Hold on. Come on, draggy. Let me get that. Hold on, y'all. Doing thing done. Alright, dragger set up. Traction control back on. About $2 grand. Alright, drag it set up. Traction control back on. About $2 grand.
30. 60. Quarter mile.
6.25. On the 0 to 60 that time. 9:37, 8th mile, 14 in the quarter. All right, let's go back. Let's go back and try it with the traction control, the whole system disabled. I'm just spinning. I think this thing will do a 5. I can for sure get a 5 out of it if I get some tires, but I'm easing into it, and then I'm going back into it, you know, not giving it too much throttle so it doesn't spin so bad, but then I'm going back into it so that I can get it, but as soon as it gets up in those higher RPMs, it breaks traction again in first. And second is, and then, you know, it catches in second, you know, so I can for sure get a 5 out of this baby. Maybe not a 4, but a 5, 100% I can get a 5. All right, y'all. We got this, we set up, we're ready to head back down to my spot in Mexico. And this time we got the whole complete EPS system off. So we're gonna burn it out. Just a, you know, rolling burnout like I did the last time. Same deal. Don't tell nobody I try to do a burnout in second gear. Drag you on. All the cameras recording. Let's try this again. 2 grand. Try to ease into it. Ah! Missed the gear. Drag you on. All the cameras recording. Let's try this again. 2 grand. Try to ease into it.
30.
Ah! Missed the gear.
Quarter mile.
We gotta redo that one, guys. Missed the gear. Ah! That good ass burnout I did too. Let's run that back. We don't need a burnout this time. I think the tire's probably still hot enough. Back tires in the dirt, so I'm gonna do a different, because I know they hot, they gonna pick up that dirt. No burnout this time, guys. We just gonna get straight to it. All right, here we go. Let me start in the same spot. Let me start in the same spot I was in. I was up a little bit further. I can literally see my marks now. This car definitely putting down more power for sure. I know that was slow. I know that was slow. Alright, here we go. Let me start in the same spot. Let me start in the same spot I was in. I was up a little bit further. I can literally see my marks now. This car definitely putting down more power for sure.
30.
I know that was
60.
I know that was slow.
Quarter mile.
The 0 to 60 tire was, if I get some tires, man, this car will probably do a good 5. That was a 621. But I'm gonna show y'all the clips. Obviously, y'all, well, I ain't have to say that. But yeah, man, as y'all just seen, we still got some work to do, man. I'm thinking tires is for sure gonna be my next thing. because first and second is literally just spinning, so that's not gonna do me no good. Man, stay tuned, man. We got some more upgrades coming. One of the things specifically being headers, tune, and a cam coming up real soon. So, and definitely tires. Tires definitely. I'll probably get tires before anything else. So just some real tires. That I may just see if I can find a different set of wheels to go on the back, specifically for, you know, a nice radial or something, because these ain't gonna do it. These are not gonna do it for sure. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all for locking in with me, man. Like I said, 2026, everything is getting upgraded, maybe even the daily. So y'all stay locked in with me. PullsTv gone.